Hi Taurus. So yeah, excuse my position first of all, but my back started to hurt and yeah, I need some security. But yeah, we'll be doing the reading for the month of June for the Taurus, moon and rising and sun. So yeah, we'll do. I'm kind of late because I was busy. So we'll do the cards for the past 2 weeks, and the future 2 weeks, and some cards for the overall. What is June about for you, Taurus? As of this is a general reading, the love reading will be. I will probably do the love reading. Not sure though. I probably will. But yeah, this is a general reading. So we can start, I guess. But yeah, first let's clean up the space. Yep. Okay, I guess we can start. So, past 2 weeks for you, Taurus. Woman. Okay, so we have the Queen of Swords, the Eight of Swords, and the Nine of Cups. So that is interesting. Okay, so first of all, you had to kind of cut something off. Do some decision first of all, that's for sure. Maybe you were anxious about something, but for sure some decision about just some decision. You had to do some decision, kind of clean out your mind and maybe even space. I kind of got the word clean out the space. So yeah, that might have kind of makes sense. Maybe yeah, you kind of yeah, whatever. Don't listen to me. I'm kind of yeah, whatever. Let's pull out more cards. Queen of Wands. Oh, the Death, and the Seven of Swords reversed. So yeah, as I said, something could cut off. Death of something. You kind of had to end something. Make decision about something. That's just my mom, by the way. So you had to kind of be assertive, maybe not actually with others, but kind of with yourself, I would say, because you have kind of two queens, which is interesting. So I think it kind of had to do something with emotions. It was something that had to do with your emotions. So I don't think it was kind of the work wise. Or if it was, then it was because of your emotions. But something really related to emotions, stable decisions, but also with feelings. So emotions, feelings, stability, getting rid of something that is kind of getting your emotions and feelings messed up. Definitely cutting off something off, death of something. So you were for sure cutting something off, but in the stable mind, you were kind of being really conscious about doing this thing, cutting this thing off in the good way, I would say. You had kind of the strategy or kind of a plan how to do this, or you kind of knew why are you cutting this thing off. You were kind of sure of what you are doing, I would say, because you wanted to do this decision that will kind of give you satisfaction. Okay, so also this might kind of have something to do with cutting off bad habits from your life, maybe food wise, just something with health, maybe with eating, I would say. Maybe kind of putting your health, how to say this, what is the word, putting your health above that is the word, above your comfort, I would say. For example, like, yeah, eating sweets is really comforting, but this is not good for your health, so you kind of have to cut it off. So something like that. You are just kind of cutting something off, putting the depth to something, being assertive to yourself, being honest with yourself, having a good plan, making some decisions which were kind of maybe hard for you to make. So yeah, that is pretty clear. Like cutting something off, as I said, maybe something that is comforting for you, but not good for you actually. But knowing what you are doing with good plan, being sure of your decisions, something else. This might have something to do with your emotions, based on your emotions. But yeah, we have the freedom. So that is interesting. As I said, you'll be maybe actually freeing yourself from something or someone, but I feel like mostly of something than someone. But yeah, it might be someone. You'll be kind of setting yourself free, or setting this thing free, kind of freeing yourself from this thing, like, you know what I mean, because this something kind of made you feel anxious, or maybe putting yourself free from this decision you had to make. Angel of truth, yeah, as I said, for some of you, you kind of had to cut up the thing that is maybe comforting for you but not good, and you kind of released this, and maybe it was hard for you, but you kind of knew the truth that this is not good for you, so you kind of had to kind of cut this off, and be positive. So yeah, as I said, you were kind of more thinking about the good results of it, and with a good plan, because you were focusing on the effects on this. Like, is this a good idea? Will it like bring me good results or something like that? So, but the message is pretty clear. Like, for the past 2 weeks, you were just really anxious about something, looking for a way out, cutting something off, putting the depth to something, being honest with yourself, making a good plan, strategy, being sure of your decision, maybe cutting off something that was comforting but not really good for you, making just some good decisions and releasing the truth, freeing yourself from something. But yeah, let's now see the next 2 weeks. So, okay, we have the devil, the page of cups reversed, and the 6 of swords. So that is interesting. Oh, okay, so we have something, going into something, even if you know this is bad, maybe some addiction or something, maybe you got into something without really thinking about this, about the consequences, or maybe you got kind of tricked into something, but I feel like it's mostly about you, about this is something personal in your mind, like you kind of got in this, kind of in the bad way of thinking, which is kind of interesting. But wait a second. You kind of got kind of messed up in your head. You kind of got in this, as I said, really bad way of thinking, or in some bad habits, and you kind of realized that what you are kind of thinking or doing is not kind of the way to go. And in the next 2 weeks, you'll be kind of going into this mind space and kind of trying to get out of this you kind of got yourself into. But let's get more clarification. So, Queen of Swords again. So you are still, month of June is kind of all about the Queen of Swords, as I see. So cutting something off, but in this deck, it's kind of more sad card, so I kind of get the energy of going into something wrong, the area of jealousy, being lonely, but really bad mindset. Page of Swords. So yeah, yeah, okay, that makes sense. And the Magician. Yeah, that actually makes a lot of sense. So, as I said, you'll be kind of getting yourself into probably in the mindset, in the thinking, or the habit-wise, the addiction, maybe something like that. Something which is just so bad. As I said, for most of you, it may be in the mindset, but it might be also in the overall something, just doing something bad, getting yourself into situation unconsciously, I would say. You'll be not kind of aware of what you are kind of doing, and you'll be kind of realizing this after this is kind of done, I would say. So you just like wake up too late, kind of heavy energy, very heavy energy. You'll be kind of like already into this, and it will be hard for you to kind of get out of this right now. I feel like you kind of, it will be related with feelings of loneliness. I kind of get the feeling of romance, something like that, like getting into this without really thinking what you are doing, and then realizing like, oh, what did I do? Like I am married or something like that, like, ooh, this type of things. I really get that feeling because maybe you got into this thing because you were like lonely or jealous about someone, so going into something without really thinking of what you are doing, or because of the wrong reasons, I would say, to kind of feel better for a minute. And as I said, so you'll be kind of getting into something wrong, but then you'll be realizing that, hey, what I am doing is not really good. You'll be kind of getting this realization, kind of for a second thinking objectively, like, hey, what am I doing? So you can be kind of going into your mindset and kind of thinking, what the hell am I doing? Like, this is really, is this really something that, not like that, you'll be thinking like, if what you are doing, is it kind of the good thing to do? Like, are you using your, I don't know, time, money, energy on the good thing? You'll be kind of re-evaluating what you are doing and what is kind of worth putting in the work and what isn't. I would put this that way, because I feel like you'll be kind of getting really deep into some very sick things, I would say. Maybe not sick, but that kind of sound wrong, but I just feel like you'll be just like going really deep into things you shouldn't, and for the wrong reasons. Then you'll be getting this sudden realization like, hey, what am I doing? This is all wrong. And then going into a whole journey in your mind about what you are actually doing wrong. Or maybe also you'll be kind of trying to escape from this situation you will make for yourself, and try to maybe fix this situation, reevaluate what you did or what you are doing right now, and kind of trying to maybe fix the situation or kind of go into overthink. But let's see other cards now. Yeah, exactly. Shadow self. So as I said, you'll be kind of getting into this mindset, trying to fix things, reevaluate things, but also you'll be kind of going deep into some dark things. For some of you, it might be really dark, and for wrong reasons. And I feel like the next 2 weeks for you, Taurus, will be all about going into your shadows, going really deep into things you shouldn't, maybe, and for the wrong reasons, then realizing your mistakes, and then going into your mind really deep to kind of see what is actually going on and why you did this and all of that stuff, and getting out of this situation you made for yourself with this devil card. Because I feel like I get the energy you really got into some really I would say bad things because of your emotions. Like, for example, as I said, you for example got lonely and go cheating or something like that, even if you are maybe in a relationship or something like that. Not for all of you, but that's just the feeling I get for some of you. Yeah, and I feel like it will be all about the shadow aspects of your personality, which is not bad, which is actually good, because you'll be kind of discovering yourself more and who you are, and stuff like that. So this is actually good. Let's see more. So root connection, exactly what I said. You will be connected with yourself, getting in touch with yourself, with your mindset, with who you are, what kind of made you do those things, go into those things, with your emotions, trying to fix things, not maybe actually outside, but in your mind you'll be trying to fix some things. um yeah, that is actually pretty clear. Yeah, situation will improve. So as I said, you'll be kind of, maybe as I said, trying to fix the situation you kind of made for yourself. Yeah, it's actually pretty clear, like, yeah, you'll be kind of trying to improve the situation you made for yourself, that way I'm getting the, you just kind of got yourself into a situation that is not, which is kind of bad, I would say. So now you'll be kind of trying to fix it, but in the meantime also going into your mind, kind of thinking about what you did, why you did this, and stuff like that, realization that what you did is actually not good, and how you should get out of the situation, and kind of maybe even starting to work on yourself and what you are doing. But what I get the most is you'll be kind of trying to fix the situation you did. But yeah, let's get now cards for the overall June energy for you, Taurus. So we have Page of Swords again, um, the Four of Pentacles reversed, and the Ten of Swords reversed. So yeah, that's pretty clear actually. That is pretty clear also actually. So yeah, um, so June for you, Taurus, is all about kind of getting objective. I don't know if I say this right. Objective, object, objective. I hope you know what I mean. Like, getting the look on the situation from the other perspective, I would say. Kind of also being kind of selfish, I would say, especially with the situation, as I said, because you'll be kind of looking only on your feelings. So selfish, I would say, yeah, that's a good word for you for the June. You'll be kind of selfish, but it will be because of your feelings, kind of, that will make you kind of do this. It's not, of course, the excuse for you, but yeah. And later on, trying to kind of improve the situation. So um what is done is done. You can now only fix this. So June will be all about being objective for a while, trying to kind of fight for some things, cut off some things at the beginning, as I said, then being selfish, and then trying to fix the situation. But you also, the Ten of Swords reverse, is kind of getting me a feeling of actually being free from something. So yeah, you did this bad thing, but you kind of, how to say this right? Hmm, I don't know actually how to say this. Like, actually, yeah, it makes sense, because you at the beginning of month kind of free yourself from something, put an end to something. So yeah, you kind of freeing yourself from something, but I feel like it's more related to this devil card with doing something bad. Because maybe you will kind of get rid of some feelings that were stuck in you for a while now. Even if you will get rid of them in the bad way, I feel like it's still a good aspect of the situation, that you will kind of get rid of some feelings that were kind of deep inside you and kind of, oh, I get a very heavy feeling, and I feel like you finally get rid of this, but in the price of doing something bad. But yeah, I feel like you would be selfish, but how to say this to not sound bad? You kind of needed this to kind of be selfish for a while, to kind of get rid of those feelings and free yourself from them, even if in the bad way. If you did this in the bad way, and like, this is life, right? Like, it can be always perfect. Like, stuff like that happens, and we have to deal with them. But yeah, I think was, yeah, next cards, like next cards. So we have yeah, 10 of Pentacles reversed, again 9 of Cups, and the 2 of Pentacles. Okay, so that's interesting. So we have again, first of all, the 9 of Cups. Taurus, I kind of start to get how to say this, I don't know, but I start to kind of get a dizzy feeling. I think I will take a break after this reading. But yep. Okay, so I kind of got this sentence in my mind. So the month of June for you, Taurus, will be all about making a mess and then bringing it to the balance. So yeah, that's what I got, kind of. So you'll be making a mess, then trying to kind of fix this, bring a balance to this. So that's kind of yeah. Okay. Yeah, how to, I kind of get the energy, but I can't read this. I feel like you'll be kind of getting your desires out and kind of making them, as I said, with this devil, with, as I said, I kind of get the feeling for some of you with with an affair you will have, you'll be kind of trying to get your desires fulfilled, something like that. For some of you, of course, only, but you know what I mean. Which might end really badly, of course, and then you'll be kind of trying to take the situation to the balance. So I feel like the month of June for you will be all about, as I said, balance, caring about your desires, and also getting rid of some of them, the comfort zone, you know, as I said with the beginning, with those 9 of Cups, with cutting off things that might comfort you but are not good for you. And also about kind of, I kind of get the feeling of kind of breaking up the family, kind of family getting away, like, you know what I mean. So some things will be falling apart, but you in the meantime will kind of get the chance to kind of fulfill your desires, and then you'll be kind of trying to take things into the balance really hard. Yeah, very heavy feeling. Also we have the innocence, if I say this right. Yes, I said with this devil, I really have a feeling that you will not think totally of what you are doing, and when you realize this, and you'll be like, oh, holy moly, like, what I did, like, yeah. So not a fun feeling, but it's not, it doesn't have to be like a fail or something. For some of you, it might be that you just messed up your diet or something. You ate some sweets and stuff like that, and when you realize, like, what did I did? I had to follow my diet or something like that, you know what I mean. I just got for some of you the feeling of a fair. But yeah. No need to worry. So as I said, I kind of got the feeling that you will not totally think about the consequences of your actions, and you'll be acting innocent or stuff like that. I feel like I get a lot of energy for the June of this devil card. A lot of energy of this, because I feel like this devil will be the main thing for some of you in the June. That's why I get a lot of energy of the June connected to this devil card, to this situation you did for yourself. But yeah. And the Angel of Rain. So yeah, you did something without thinking about the consequences, and then you kind of had to feel those consequences actually. So I feel like if you, for example, will have an affair, for example, I said for example, you will it will kind of get out there, and you will have to face the consequences, I would say. Even if those will not be the consequences in real life, there will be, for example, the guilt you will have in your mind, the shame and stuff like that, and you'll be just having to face them, the things you did or stuff like that. So it will be all about facing the consequences of your actions, not actually all in the bad way. For example, on the beginning of June, you'll be cutting this thing off, and I feel like it will be kind of good for you, for some of you. So you won't feel only the bad consequences, but also the right consequences of your actions. So yeah, I feel like that's all I have for you, Taurus. So if this is not resonating, then check out your moon and rising sign. As always, what else? I will be doing, yeah, I said that already. Yeah, leave a like if you wanna stay subscribed, and also if this is resonating, then let me know down below in the comments. I would really appreciate this. I mean, because it kind of gives me the motivation to kind of do those things. Because I'm not really kind of sure yet if I am doing those readings even right. So what's the point of doing them if they are not right? But yeah, I'm kind of looking for the, how to say this, the how to say this? Oh my god. Reassurance that I am doing the right job, the right thing. Like, am I saying the right things? But yeah. So, I think that's all. So, yeah. Thank you so much, and have a nice day, or nice night. Thank you so much. Bye.